various themes of environmental history are evidently linked with the belief systems of those who helped found them. Of these belief systems, Christianity in particular has had a profound impact, serving as a driving factor throughout environmental history and heavily influencing its events and authors. From the origins of European settlement in the New World to movements such as the Preservation Movement, it is clear that Christianity has been an underlying motivator. Belief systems held by the newly arrived Europeans heavily shaped how they treated their surroundings. In early colonial America, although a great diversity of religions were present, Christianity was the prevalent religion that was brought from Europe. William Cronon makes clear the influence that the European interpretation of Christianity at this time had on their way of life throughout his text, Changes in the Land. To articulate this connection, Cronon examines the Puritans, saying, quote, "The Puritans, like other Europeans, were steeped in a Christian tradition that saw the natural world as a realm of divine creation, but their interpretations of this tradition led them to see land and wilderness very differently from the way Indians did. Europeans viewed the wilderness as a symbol of the devil, a place that needed to be tamed and transformed into a cultivated landscape." End quote. Cronon clearly lays out the fundamental principles that ruled the early European settlers' mindset. This mindset, driven by the role that Christianity has played throughout their lives, drives the desire for them to conquer their surroundings, furthermore leading to the tragedies learned throughout this course, such as the killing and removal of many indigenous peoples, along with the extinction of many species of animals. These principles, instilled into European American culture, extended past how they interpreted the land. The evident feeling of superiority among the settlers inevitably led to the early onset of slavery in America. In The Souls of Black Folk, W.E.B. Du Bois analyzes Christianity and how it was used to justify the enslavement of countless African Americans. However, readers finally start to see another perception of Christianity when reading the work of Du Bois. While acknowledging the failures of the European portrayal of Christianity, Du Bois does not limit Christianity to another group's interpretation of it. Du Bois instead structures his personal understanding of Christianity and what its role in his life should be. His overall perspective on Christianity leads him to give this quote from The Souls of Black Folk, quote, "Christianity, thus, is not to be denounced, but the more intelligently interpreted it is, the more clearly it is seen to be not a new weapon of oppression, but a part of the larger forces of progress." End quote. Du Bois here contradicts how the Europeans have used Christianity in the past and sheds new light on the progress that it inspires in the continued fight for equality among African Americans. Du Bois thus encourages the pursuit of intellect in order to more intelligently and accurately interpret religious beliefs. Furthermore, Christianity has been used as an inspiration in more movements than solely the Civil Rights Movement. One of the most esteemed and influential forces of the Preservation Movement, John Muir, too allowed his faith to have a substantial impact in how he saw his surroundings. When reading Muir's excerpt in David Stradling's Conservation in the Progressive Era, the reverence Muir has for the creation that is around him becomes abundantly clear. Muir here asserts his defense of the natural beauty of the Hetch Hetchy Valley, powerfully expressing to his readers his critique of his opponents, saying, quote, "These temple destroyers, devotees of ravaging commercialism, seem to have a perfect contempt for nature, and, instead of lifting their eyes to the God of the mountains, lift them to the almighty dollar. Damn Hetch Hetchy, as well as damn for water tanks the people's cathedrals and churches, for no holier temple has ever been consecrated by the heart of man." End quote. In the quote, readers see where Muir believes the dawn of the distinction in opinion between him and his adversaries lies. From Muir's lens, he has elevated God and drawn his beliefs from Christianity, while those in favor of damning the Hetch Hetchy have elevated the almighty dollar above all else. Whether the basis of Muir claims are true or false, the fact remains that Muir has undoubtedly been inspired by Christianity in his arguments for the preservation of the land. Overall, the events of environmental history took place in large part due to the inspiration of Christianity, namely in the developments of European colonization, the Civil Rights Movement, and the Preservation Movement, as portrayed by Cronin, Du Bois, and Muir, respectively. In light of learning about the diversity of ways that the same faith, Christianity, has been interpreted by different people groups and has driven their decision making, it is clear that interpretation is vastly important. Therefore, it is of utmost necessity that each and every one of us seeks to understand the truth in our world, to be restless in pursuit of legitimacy and authenticity, because the ideals we believe in have a profound impact on how we live and who we are. Emulate the open-mindedness that Du Bois portrayed, letting no one else limit how you define Christianity, faith, and the world to you, but discovering them for yourself. Thank you.